Hello everyone, I'm back and today we're going to look at some r/insane parents. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, this first post is, my dad is going into on 2 months in the hospital with COVID and his sister. Maybe if people had more faith in God, they wouldn't be so afraid of every virus that comes along. You mean like your brother, a deacon, in the Catholic Church who almost died of the Rona. Mate, just. Okay, look, I think for this person's aunt, I think what she needs to do, she needs to take more, she needs to listen to scientists more. And, okay, look, there's nothing wrong with your faith, but that should not be an excuse to stop following some safety precautions. So, yeah, I think she needs to really just take some. So, yes, I think she really does desperately need to learn about some safety precautions. So, next. Okay, so this next post says that all I said to her is that I wasn't ready to go home yet. And so the mother here says, "Are you ready to come back home, lol?" No, not really. But I have to help you with blank so you can do your work. You really have no choice. You've been there and I'm still paying your phone bill, you little ungrateful bee. So be easy because he didn't even have to pay for you to get there. I did out of my own effing pocket. Or you can stay there and not come back at all because and not come back at all, and I can save some money. Low key, you can stay. I don't want you back in my house. I'm cutting off this phone. Phone off, B. And I sent my phone and all my ass back. Little raggedy B. You be so willing to help mother effers when I bend over backwards for you, stupid A. Kids, now fend for yourself, B. Your phone is back on. You have no choice but to leave tomorrow morning. If you don't leave, the police will be there. Well, OP, if she wants to try that, and in the not so likely chance that you are in fact watching this video, you could just show the police show the police this text, and, I don't think they're gonna believe the mother at this point. So, yeah, that's my, that's my, thing, so. Okay, so this next post says that the mom wants a picture of OP as proof that he took a shower. The background is that he had got $20 from his grandma and wanted to spend, and he doesn't have his own credit card or anything because he's 15. Okay, so it dried. Send me a picture anyways. I took a shower as soon as I woke up at 10. Are you still wearing the same clothes? No. I need a picture before I can make that decision. Are you still changing your clothes real fast? No. You're not getting permission until I get a picture. You're no fun. What picture of what? You, your face, the shirt you have on? Okay, my biggest question is why? Why does the mother want this here so badly? I mean, what? Why does she want this so badly? Okay, this next post says parents try to tame rebellious daughter who is 13. Tough love. A rebellious teenager was dumped on a desert island by her parents in the hope that she would grow up. Chime in. Do you agree with this girl's parents? Let us know, and we might read your comment during the 4 p.m. newscast. No, I do not agree with these parents. I mean, I mean, okay, look, when it comes to taking care of a teenager, the thing is that I think the biggest problem with that is is that most parents, when it comes to having to take care of a teenager, they're very unprepared with it because with being a teenager, you've got more or less all these hormones that you're going through a bunch of changes really quickly, and you're also, and more or less, you kind of don't know, and more or less, all these changes are coming so fast that you're kind of not ready for these changes to happen to your kid. And more or less, that it's probably also been literally over a decade. It's probably been more like a few decades since a lot of these people had been teenagers, so they don't really, so they are kind of rusty with how a teenager acts, and also with teenagers being more rebellious, that's probably down to the fact that they're changing. More or less their body has a lot of these hormones in them, and it kind of doesn't know what to do with them. So look, look. The thing I would do is you need to be Like the thing I would definitely recommend is you need to be patient with a teenager because they're going through a tough time as well, and they don't really know what to do with their, and also they really don't know what they're going to do. So okay, so this next post says lady needs therapy, not more babies. Yesterday, my 3-year-old barely nursed. I spent a few hours at the hospital with my BF, so I wasn't with him the whole time. When I got home, I tried to get him to a nurse for a long time, he only he only nursed a tiny bit. Eventually, we were in bed, still trying to get him to nurse. In pain for being so full for so long, I told him it hurt, and if he didn't nurse, it would stop making milkies, and they would be gone forever. I asked him if that's what he wanted, and he said yes, so I started to cry. He heard me cry and started nursing. Today at nap time, he said that he was going to be a nurse because he liked the milkies hurt. I don't know what I'm gonna do eventually. I don't know what I'm gonna do when he eventually quits. Honestly, probably go into a deep depression. Hopefully, I have insurance again, but by then, and hopefully it's a bunch of years from now. Yeah, has anyone else gone through this? I think you need therapy. Yeah, I think I gotta agree with the title. You need therapy, not more babies. Next. This one says, now this next post is more or less that someone's grandma texted them saying that their mother had died when their mother didn't. Okay, so OP says, Granny, I'm reaching out in regards to my mother's passing. I was hoping to visit her gravestone since you wouldn't let me come to her funeral. I want to bring flowers and other things to leave there. I searched online and I couldn't find anything. Not even the obituary. Not even the obituary. No idea how to pronounce that word. I was wondering if you would tell me where she was laid so I can have the opportunity to mourn my mother properly. It's been a rough week and I just need some closure. Thanks. If you could relay the message to my family to stop harassing me, that'd be great. OP, this harassment is nothing, but your family is telling you how your mother feels. She is good. She is a good woman, and she worries for you. I am glad that you are feeling sadness over my daughter's passing, and it makes me think that there might be hope for you. I don't have time for this, Grandma. Either tell me where she is, or I will just ask my dad. How have you been feeling? That's really none of your business. Please tell me where I can warn my mother. I, I will tell you once you answer the question. I'd rather not because that's none of your business. Why won't you tell me where she is? Are you so cruel that you won't let a daughter mourn her mother? You do not love her. You made that very clear to us. That isn't up to for you two or the rest of the family to decide. She is my mother, for God's sake. How would you feel if your grandmother pulled this ass on you? I made it known that I loved my mother so I would not have to worry about it. If you want to know where she is, you need to answer the question. You need to answer the question I asked you. Why am I trying to do a Batman voice? Anyways, I want to kill myself because of you and the rest of your crotch goblins keep harassing me and telling me it's my fault my mom is dead. You people call me in the middle of the night thinking I don't know it's you. And after a while of having to deal with that ass, also couldn't go to my mother's effing funeral because I was banned for some stupid effing reason, I'm sure. So not only am I dealing with that, but my grandma won't tell me where she is because she is so sick in the head. She won't even give me the opportunity to mourn over my mother without playing stupid games that I'm too emotionally drained to deal with. Does that answer suffice? You act like this and wonder why we think you are the reason she's gone. Your mom is not dead. This was a test to see if you cared, which you do not. Your joke isn't funny. Not a joke, a test that you failed, as expected. Your mother is alive and well. Oh, F you, Grandma. And I mean that in every way possible. You are truly the most vile person I have ever had the displeasure of meeting or knowing. I hope you burn in hell because honestly, I can't imagine your God giving you any opportunity in heaven after finding out you take this much joy in causing someone pain. Oh, please do us all a favor and die soon. Can't wait to take a raging ass on your grave, you dehydrated ball sack. F you, never contact me again for any reason. OP, in all honesty, I will have to agree with your... OP, in all honesty, I do agree with your response. Because this is honestly... And in all honesty, this is a masterful response. I mean, compared to me, I would not be so kind. And in all honesty, I do like your response to your grandma's question, which is just... It is just excellent. So, yeah. And in all honesty, I do think that your response definitely was more mature than your grandma's. So, but your grandma's response, but your grandma really is sick in the head. And in all honesty, your response was definitely mature. So, seeing this on my Facebook, SC Parenting 101. When you awaken your eldest blank up at 6:30 a.m. just to tell him the time, lol, am now going back to sleep. Bet you just love me when I decide I'm not going to adult today. Why? Why are you doing this? I mean, you have no reason. Okay, look, I know that this, okay, look, I know that probably parents hate it when this happens, but that doesn't mean go try it on your kid. And plus, when it comes to being a parent, you need to be very, there needs to be a certain amount of maturity that you have. You can't just do this. Yeah, so that's all I got. I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.